Hey guys, Isaiah Jiggers back here again, and I just want to say Merry Christmas everyone in 2021. So yeah, Christmas was very awesome for me. I mean, I got a ton of gifts, and plus with that to note that as well. I show you some the present I got from earlier. Here's some more presents that I have. I got a $50 eBay gift card from my own mom, and I'm very happy to have this. I got $2 bills from my own stepdad Habib. He also gave that to my sister Amina, which I want to thank him for this. And I also got a Spider-Man money jar where I could put my allowance money on it to save it to buy more stuff what I wanted to. So I'm gonna put the money in there later. So yeah, as you can guess it's another Talent Defense drawing video for Christmas Day of 2021. Plus, since it's Christmas Day and the Christmas season, well, this time we're gonna do 4 engines again. 2 engines in green and 2 engines in red. But one is standard gauge and the rest is narrow gauge. So let's waste any more time with our number 1. Number 1 is Boco. Yep, you got that right. I just draw Boco. Now, if you don't know who this character is, he's the engine who worked on Edward's brand sign, and he's the engine to keep Bill and Ben in order because in his Day 2 episode, The Diseaser, he stole Bill and Ben's trucks by accident. So Bill and Ben play a trick on him and take off the nameplate so that way Boco can get confused. Then Edward came in later during the resolution of the story to sort things out. And that causes them, Boco, to be friends with Bill and Ben. But for some weird reason, he didn't appear after season 5. I mean, his last speaking role was in, I think it was like, I can't remember the episode, but I did remember to have Derek in it. But, oh yeah, it was Teething Trouble. He last appeared in Teething Trouble with his speaking role. Plus, Andrew Brenner tried to bring him back along with Hank in GDI, but Mattel's like, nope, come on. You can bring back Boco and Hank. What's the problem you have with it? That's not fair. But yeah. And also too, it will be anything who avoids as Boco as well as Hank, but that never even happened. Anyways, Boco will appear in season 2, so stay tuned for that. He will appear in season 2. Well, the first episode of season 2 is already out. So yeah. Let's get on to the details. So, the bubble bean is colored from a red crayon. The buffles and the hooks are from a black pencil. The wheels are from a black pencil with the outer part from a pencil. The top part is just plain old white with nothing. The D5702 is from a white pencil. This part is from a yellow and red pencils. The windows are also from a black pencil. Same thing with the eyebrows and face. The eyes. And the main part I use for Boco is like a yellow-green crayon because he's like a lighter green when you actually watch him from seasons 2 to 5 you've seen Boco. Yeah. Boco is like a family character that we need him back in the GDI series very badly. And I wish I was one of those people that Boco should have returned to GDI. Yeah. And plus, Mavis and Timothy keep Bill and Ben in order. But can't Boco do the same thing too if they bring him back? It's not happening after all Origins go. But let's get on. Now time for green number 2. The green number 2 spot goes to Smudger. Yep, that's right. I had to draw Smudger. So, if you don't know who Smudger is, Smudger the cocky little green tank who work on the Minnesota Railway, who often derail. Duke tried to warn him to be careful, but he didn't notice and he didn't listen. And because of Smudger's antics, the man decided to turn into Janeway at the back of the shed for God knows how long. Plus, Smudger only appeared in the episode Grand Puff. Plus, in the Railway series, there was an engine named Stanley with a whole different design and a whole different class. I mean, they didn't have the budget to make Stanley, so they would use Rheneas' model. And what's different is that the GDI, this is the model Rheneas I just draw out of, because I don't want like Rheneas and Smudger have like the same kind of GDI model, because I get Rheneas and GDI and they would use like Rheneas as it brought back Smudger, but I don't know what to say. That I just don't want it to have like the same shape design. I want it to be like different. Plus, Smudger's a reskin of Rheneas except he's painted green. Plus also too, I wish Smudger came back in GDI. They should have bring back GDI a long time ago with a new voice actor. If I bring this character in my Tony Trapman team that series, then Mr. Puddle will discover him on the abandoned Minnesota Railway and give it a second chance. That goes the same thing for GDI. Plus, Smudger has a number 2 just for Rheneas because he's a Minnesota Railway's number 2 in the TV series. If he would have a different number, then I think I would like either give the number like either 8, 9, 10, or 11, or blah blah blah. What do you think of that? What numbers does Smudger be when he came to the Skarloey Railway? Tell me in the comments below. Also too, I want a character similar to Stanley. Then they could make him like a different kind of character with a new different personality and a new coat of paint. Besides, it's the TV series after all, and we don't have to be one of us an actor to the Railway series. Plus, Smudger got a little merchandise on the Order and Wooden Railway. I used to have a Wooden Railway Smudger, but the chassis of him and his wheels broke. Now let's get on to the details of Smudger. The bubble beam is from a red crayon, both these. The buffaloes and hook up on a black pencil. The smokestack and these parts and the indoor windows also from a black pencil. I also use a black pencil for its lining, while the inner part was number 2 and nameplate. I also colored his wheels in a black pencil along with his black line on the cylinders. The sidewalls and these parts are also from a pencil. The dome is also from a gold crayon along with the number 2 and nameplate. And the main color I use for Smudger is a spout to represent the olive green, because Smudger's acting the olive green you watch him only from Grand Puff. And what's weird about Smudger's dome is that, take a look at here. Smudger's dome is kind of like a black, when they get like a merchandise like a gold, like the Wooden Railway model. And they also gave it like the Wooden Railway model gold stripes instead of black. And also too, let me show you something else. Here's the other Smudger, with what the last character to be in Other before it got discontinued in America in 2001. The nameplate is on the side of him. That's not added to Smudger at all. The nameplate is on the sidewall on the tank, not on there, on here. That's where his number 2 is. It should be in here, not over there. How come Odo messed that up? Maybe they did because they don't want him to be a rip-off to Rheneas since he the recolor Rheneas. But I think I ran a lot about Smudger. Let's move on to the last 2 characters before I waste any more time. Okay, now time for the red ones. Number 1, or to say number 3, is... Yep, Skarloey. Yep, you heard that right. I just dropped Skarloey. This is Skarloey based on the GDI series. Plus, Skarloey is one of the oldest engines on the island of Sodor, as well as the oldest on the Skarloey Railway, along with Rheneas being the second oldest. Plus, he's named after the railway, and he has the number 1, which is the number 1 of Thomas, which is pretty cool, except in narrow gauge. But here's the only thing I dislike about Skarloey, was what I dislike about Skarloey is that in the hit entertain era, he acts like a baby along with Rheneas, and he was out of character. Plus, that begs the question, why didn't it make any new characters who are dumb and sins as Skarloey and Rheneas? I just grateful that he went back to his old character starting in Blue Mountain Missing when he came back along with the Nalgi's engines, and Duncan being later in Season 18. So, let's get on to the details of Skarloey. So, Skarloey has black buffaloes and a coupling hook from a black pencil. Smokestack got it from a black pencil along with the colo. The inner part and the wheels are also from a black crayon. The sidewall and these parts from a pencil. The white lighting is from a white pencil. The name, the number, the windows, and the whistle from a gold crayon, along with that part outside the cab. And this part, these parts are from a pencil. And the main color I use of Skarloey from a red crayon because he's crimson red. And you've seen Skarloey in Thomas and Friends. Okay, now time for the last one. And the last one is Rheneas. Yep, you have a fear I was gonna make Rheneas. So yeah, there's Rheneas also based on the GDI series. So yeah, plus Skarloey and Rheneas will appear in Season 2. I just need to get Rheneas' model. Don't you worry, it'll be sometime next year, I promise. Plus, take a look at what I did over here. This model Rheneas is based on the Season 4 model for Smudger, since I don't want these to be similar after to GDI since Smudger didn't return. And here's another thing. Take a look at Burton, for example. Their faces are a little bit different, since also in Season 5, they also use Smudger's face for Bertram, which is pretty funny and weird at the same time. I mean, we got like 2 engines out on the Nagi's where that we color, Rheneas and Duke. That's pretty funny. Anyways, let's get on to the details of Rheneas. So, I colored his buffaloes and his buffaloes from a black crayon. The hook is from a black pencil. Smokestack, black pencil. This part from a black pencil, but with the top cap from a black crayon with the inner parts. I used for the black lining for a black pencil. The wheels also from a black crayon. The inner parts as well the number 2 and nameplate from a black pencil. Then the gold from a gold crayon with the stripes, the windows, the number 2 and the name as well as that part. And the main color used with Rheneas is from a red-orange, since he's painted velvet in the actual show, because in the Rare series, he painted red along with the rest. But Brit Artwork gives them different type of color to make sure the younger audience to tell them which is which. And that represents today. So, which one was your favorite that just draw? Was it Boco, Smudger, Skarloey, or Rheneas? Tell me down in the comments below, because I want to know. And also too, Merry Christmas everyone! I hope you enjoy and have a Merry Christmas for the rest of the night. Bye you guys!